Hello and welcome back to FailRace versus Community. We're here for race 1 at Mid-Ohio this week. We've got a great starting position in 3rd place. This week we've got C-Class cars and I'm running a 2008 Ford Focus RS. Front wheel drive, not the greatest initial launch, but we have good power down to turn 1. So we're able to hold off 3rd place. We can see already dropping back from the leading pair, having to go a little bit defensive to Ewan behind. But yeah, this Ford Focus, it's all the cars here are above 3,000 pounds in weight. This Ford on stock tyres and stock tyre widths, lacking in the grip department, but certainly has a straight line speed, which you'll see down this straight. Ewan closing up in the hairpin, but just falls back again as we head down the straight. You can see we start closing in a bit on the cars in front, but they've already sort of made that breakaway. As we come into the technical section of Mid-Ohio, we'll be saying goodbye to the top 2 and focusing on the cars behind. Concertinaing this up a little bit for the first time through this section. Ewan gets to our left hand side but ducks back into line through this right hander, goes for a cutback even. I'll give him the inside for the next right hander, holds it there, so we'll have to try and brave out around the outside. As Ewan gets moved on, Shadow tries to sneak up the inside as well, but on that tight line isn't able to carry the momentum, and we'll get the run out of the corner into left-hander. Have to tuck in behind Ewan, but Shadow tucks in behind us as well as we head into this long tightening penultimate corner. We hold the inside line, don't let anyone sneak up our inside, keeping Shadow behind, and with that Shadow's lost position to Alex as we head on to the second lap of 7 laps this race through turn 1 again. Shadow fighting in the background. You can see on the replay cameras that we have for this time. Alex getting a good run through turn 1, has to go to the outside for the hairpin. So now through the hairpin, Ewan going for an ambitious move on Rusky. We hold the inside once more. Alex looking for a cutback, but we hold the inside, cover it off. But now with Rusky and Ewan fighting, we've got a great run as we head down straight. One wanted to go to the inside, but they hold the inside. We have to go to the outside. We're going to try and brake late to hold the position. Around the outside, get a little bit wide, trying to leave space for both of them. Get onto the grass, trying to safely make our way back onto the track in front of Alex. As we now have got Liam trying to go around our outside, taking advantage of our little wide moment. We'll just try and hold off, but it's going to be difficult with our lack of grip. Alex is going to try and follow Liam through, even tries to go for a move on Liam as well. Doesn't pay off, isn't able to get far enough alongside, gets caught in that apex, gives us the run. Let's head down to the left-hander in the final sector here. And will Alex try and hold it around the outside? No, he ducks back into line, so we'll reclaim 5th position from him. Now he's looking to the outside of the penultimate corner, and he'll go right around the outside. A little bit wide though through the final corner. That allows us to cut back underneath, get to the inside. As we head down to turn 1, can see the power advantage that we have, pulling ahead. And once again, Alex has to sneak in. Once again, tries the cutback, can't quite get tight enough on the inside of turn 1. So we'll defend once more as we head to the hairpin. Alex looking to the outside again. This time is going to try to hold it around the outside again. We have to leave him the space. He gets a good run out of the corner, but here comes our acceleration. You can see the train behind us starting to form. Alex squeezing us to the inside, but we'll have the speeds, nothing he can do about it. But as we head down into the next corner, he's going to try and hold it back around the outside again. We'll leave him the space, that gives him the inside for this tight left-hander over the crest. Still with the inside, we'll not give up, we'll throw it back down the inside. A little bit of door banging, but we leave the space. Alex has the grip, pulls out in front, and now Stevie's trying to go around the outside. Isn't able to get far enough alongside as Impega has now used the opportunity to find their way past Stevie, but Stevie's got the exit on the outside as the cars are battling behind, being bunched up. We're struggling for pace here, so with that, all the cars behind, are getting bunched up as they struggle to pass. Yeah, one or two cars are getting past a lap, but there's, as you can see in the replay, plenty more cars behind us wanting to get past. About 6 cars in the train following us. So we've P12 on the trailing end of this train. But as we head through the first corner, Stevie just a little bit further back, not able to do anything here. We hold a tight line through the hairpin once more, knowing that we've got this straight to just eke out a little bit of a gap. You can see our straight line speed advantage just closing in on Alex ever so slightly, pulling a little bit of a gap on Stevie. Alex running deep into the right-hander here, getting a wheel on the grass. Allow us to close in a little bit, but as we head into this tight twisty section, we're not going to have any chance. Stevie tries to find a gap on the outside of the left-hander, but isn't able to make it work. Loses the place to Impega again. Impega closing up. Impega wants to go for the inside, but we just slightly cover it off. Impega's going to get a good run out of the corner, will get to the inside, but doesn't have the power to stick it there, so into the final sector once more. Again, just covering off the inside of this penultimate corner. Now through the final corner, Impega gets a little bit of a run initially, but once again just doesn't have the power. Stevie's having a little look at Impega in the background, but everyone single file through the first corner of the Scotty train. Once again, we hold to the inside, up to the hairpin. As you can see, side-by-side action in the background. Impega just trying to stay as close as they can onto the straight, get as much slipstream as possible. The closer they are at the end of the straight, the more likely they're going to get passed by this lap, as the laps are ticking down. And Impega's also probably thinking if they can catch the group ahead, the top 5. You can see Impega looking to the outside. We'll just let the car run wide, take the racing line to cover it off. But Impega's struggling to find a way past here. Again, we'll cover the inside. Impega will try and cover the inside. Impega finds the gap, goes for it. It's upside, very respectfully leaves us space on the outside, and that's just compromised them ever so slightly. Allows us to get back in front as we head to this left-hander. What's Impega going to try and do? They're going to try and hold it round the outside, and Scobie, move done for them. We'll try and cut back to cover the inside, but Dangerman's already thrown their nose up the inside, tagging Impega, trying to get the move done. As we head through the final corner, it's all again very close, big contact. As we nearly spin Dangerman back over the throttle, and having to do so, we lose a couple more positions to Aaron and Shadow. As we head through turn 1, a little bit side-by-side door banging with Aaron, runs wide, gets sideways, we pull across to the left just in front of Ollie as we try and get a run past Shadow, looking to the outside of Dangerman as well. As we head into the hairpin, Impega now clear of the train. Shadow tries to get ahead, but we're still side by side. We'll use our straight line speed advantage to pull in front, and will we have enough straight line speed now to get back in front of Dangerman? We tuck into the slipstream. Will we go to the inside? No, we see a defense from Dangerman, so we go to the outside. On the brakes, it's going to be very difficult to get this move done with the grip that we have. We have a little bit of a run on the exit, have to back out of any move. Shadow uses this opportunity to go around our outside slightly, as we're slightly backed up by Dangerman. And and Shadow's gonna get that move done now as we fall down to P9. Stevie and Ollie are fighting in the background, which allows us to be unchallenged through this double right-hander. As we get into the final sector of the lap once more, Stevie though's actually got a good run here. Is close, has a little look, but isn't quite close enough, doesn't have the acceleration. Heads now through the final few corners of the lap once more. We'll hold the inside once again, as we still have a few cars in this train. Still good 4 cars behind us. But Stevie is very close. Stevie a little bit closer to the performance of our cars in terms of the balance between straight line speed, acceleration and grip. So as we head to the hairpin, we're going to have to be a little more defensive this time, just to make sure Stevie doesn't throw a nose up the inside. Stevie's going to try and hold it round the outside, is going to get alongside, slightly ahead as we exit the corner, so it's going to be a drag race as we head down the main straight, as we're on the final lap now. So it's now or never for Stevie. Stevie looking to the outside once more, but isn't able to get the move done. Getting backed up now. Aaron is going to try and go around the outside of Stevie. Might try and throw a nose up our inside, but we were able to hold in front. But with Aaron and Stevie fighting side by side, it's going to make our life a little bit easier through the final half of the lap. Cars in front just disappearing as they've gone in front of us. But we're still holding our ground for those that we've kept behind. Only a few more corners to go now. Aaron and Stevie still fighting side by side. Looks like Aaron's going to get the move done on the outside of the left-hander. And with that, we're kind of unchallenged through the final corner. So for the first race this week, it will be a P9 finish as we come out of the final corner and across the line. Good result. We held off as many cars as we could. Ultimately, some were going to get past eventually. But yeah, very fun race. Trying to defend from everyone. Hopefully we'll get a bit more of a straight line speed track next, which is Laguna Seca. Rough, a little bit more straight line speed focused, but ultimately we'll have to see how we do. Once again, front wheel drive launch initially, so we're losing a little bit of time, not as much though as Fireball. We get past them for P6, starting P7. I've got the inside to turn 1. Car running a little bit wide on our outside, allows us to be sort of unchallenged on the exit of the hairpin. We try and get to the inside, but being 3 wide would decide just to back out of it, play it safe. Aaron is going to try and take this opportunity to go round the outside through the right-hander. We've still got our nose up the inside, a little bit of a banging. We get to the apex, maybe slightly assisted. Aaron runs a little bit wide onto the grass, so we hold on to that position. Liam, though, one of the few cars, maybe the only car that's got a little more straight line speed than us, goes to our inside. A little bit of return of service in favour of Aaron as we've got a spin in front of us. Couple of cars collected, so that gets us back up to 5th place. We've got a run on Sainty, not enough of a run as we head to this fast left-hander. We try and get a bit of a cutback though. I've got the run on the exit. It's 2 by 2, as you can see in the replay, up to the corkscrew. We're going to have the inside Stinty brakes late. Runs it round the outside, and Ollie tries to get to the inside of the second part. Is going to give them the outside for this long left-hander. We're going to try and leave them space, leave them just enough space as Stinty runs a little bit wide. Try and hold around the outside, just don't have the grip. Ollie uses the opportunity to dive up the inside, and Alex is going to have a run as we head to the final corner. We're going to hold the inside line though, which is going to be a common theme for this race. As we pull on to the start-finish straight, just once again having the acceleration to pull away from Alex again as we head down to the hairpin for the second time. Ollie looking to the outside of Stinty as we brake for the hairpin. First time on flying lap, we get a little bit wrong, a little bit deep, and Alex uses the opportunity to get up the inside. We've held it around the outside, that gives us the inside for the right-hander here. We're going to keep our nose in there, keep it side by side. But ultimately Alex is going to have the grip to pull ahead, and then Chris is going to use opportunity to follow Alex through. Nothing we can do there. We have to give up both of those positions. But we know we've got the longer run down to, or up to the corkscrew, I should say, coming up soon. So maybe he can stay close enough to get a run. We can see they're fighting, Alex and Ollie side by side. That's going to heavily compromise their run through this left-hander. Ollie getting a little bit on the dirt, runs a little bit wide. We try and pull to the inside of Ollie, but we don't have the grip to do anything. So initially we have to check up. We still have the acceleration to get a run on Ollie, but ultimately Ollie's gonna have the grip to run us around the outside. So as much as we'd love to get position there, just don't have the grip to do anything. Running a little bit wide now through the left-hander. That's going to give a great opportunity to Glisker. They're going to the outside for this right-hander. What do? They duck back into line, try and get a cut back for the final corner. He's going to give them the outside once again. We'll try and cover the inside. Glisker getting a good cut back though through the final corner. Has the momentum out of the corner and seems to have enough acceleration just to stay in front as we head over the crest of turn 1 into the hairpin. We're going to try and have a look on the outside, but ultimately we're just not going to have the grip. A little bit of a run with our better line, though we can't just drive through cars, so we're going to get clogged up a little bit. Shadow now in our mirrors is the next one that we'll be trying to find a way past, as we've got a car kicking up a lot of dust in front. As you can see, car running a little bit wide, so someone's struggling a little bit, dropping through the pack. As you can see, big defense and attack up ahead. Very tight line into the left-hander. People are going to be compromising themselves here, so maybe an opportunity will come to us. Also got to remember Shadow there just lurking in our mirrors. Let's go try and get a run. And through the left-hander, we've got a run on Glisker. He's got a run on the Honda ahead. Glisker's going to the outside, can see the car moving around. As Glisker brakes late. Honda all over that apex curve. Curb gets hung up. We have good acceleration. They might have missed a gear there, so we're going to try and throw it up the inside of this left-hander. Of course, our go for the grip to go round the outside, but we're just compromising their run. Shadow's going to try and get the move done on the inside, and with us running wide, they'll get that move done and think about a move up the inside of the final corner, but ultimately we're not close enough. As we can see, that's Stinty running wide through the final corner. But side by side for Shadow and the Honda. The Honda really lacking in straight line speed, so we're going to go to the outside for the hairpin. Brake late, see if we can get the move done. The Honda's going to fire it back up the inside. It's going to get that move done, so we're going to try and get the better exit out of the hairpin, which we do. We cut back to the inside for the next right-hander. Honda looking for a cutback on the exit, gets on the curb, a little bit of dust on the inside, but we cover it off. So as we head now through the next right-hander, you can see, is that, yeah, that's Stinty again wide once more. Is looking to lose the position to Shadow, runs a little bit deep into the left-hander. Shadow gets a good cutback, but you can see how much this battling is compromising these two. As we now head through the quick left-hander, just how slow they are side by side. We try and carry more momentum, but ultimately we just have nowhere to go with it. So we're going to have to sit back with for a better opportunity. Stinty going around the outside. We'll get the move done. Shadow trying to open up the left-hander. Think about getting to the inside, but Shadow covers it off. We're a little bit wide. Stinty defending from Shadow. Once more, that's going to just help us to stay close. Maybe get a move down the start-finish straight as we head into the final corner. Still side by side for these two. As we finish off the fourth lap, you can see our acceleration coming in useful now. We think about the outside, try and get to the inside. Ultimately, Stinty's covering off, try to open up a little bit of a gap. We think about throwing up the inside. Ultimately, we're not far enough alongside. We have to back out of the move on Stinty, but we do get the move done on Shadow. We're still side by side with Stinty, forcing him to go defensive into this right-hander. We don't have the grip, so we're going to cut back in line. Make sure we hold off the place to Shadow. We've got a good exit, but we're just going to hold back into this right-hander. Difficult to make a move into here if you're not already side by side, a little bit wide onto the dust, so we have to defend from Shadow into the left-hander. Now once again thinking about a move on Stinty, just trying to put a bit of pressure on, but not quite close enough. You can see it looks like we do have a little bit more speed than Stinty, but we just don't quite have the opportunity, taking a lot of the apex curb. Car reacting well this lap to it, and we'll have the acceleration. We pulled to the outside. It's worked for a lot of people against us, so let's see if we can make it work against them. Stinty holds the inside. We'll pull back in front through the corkscrew, and Shadow's going to try and take this opportunity to get back down the inside. We'll try and hold the outside, but ultimately we just have nowhere near enough grip to do so, as Ian now closes up once more, or yeah, once more I suppose you can say, from last race. Into the final corner, Ian trying for the cutback. Will it work as well as it did for Glisker? That's all about the acceleration as we head towards the hairpin for the penultimate lap now. But as you can see, Ian not having the acceleration drops back and is going to be challenged into the hairpin by the car behind. As you can see, Shadow and Stinty going side by side up ahead. This side by side battling's causing Ian to just drop off. They close up on the exit of the hairpin though. Ian holding on to P10 for now, as Shadow gets moved done on Stinty. But we can see quite a bit of a battle behind us. Ian all over our rear bumper through the right-hander. Then just once again not having the acceleration, leaving us unchallenged into this left-hander. But Ian closes up. Not able to do anything for now. As we start to head up to the corkscrew once again, we're starting to close in on Stinty a bit once more. Feels like when we're not being challenged, we have a little bit more pace than Stinty, so we could maybe get P8 back, but we're going for a bit of defending to go again. You can see the gap we've pulled out on the run to the corkscrew. We kind of throw it away though, running a little bit wide through the fast left-hander. Ian there running wide as he tries to defend from Rusky. Rusky's got the outside for the final corner. We'll try and carry the momentum. Stinty running a little bit wide again, getting a bit of dust. Ian and Rusky fighting is given an opportunity as they go 3 wide down start finish straight. You can see the purple car getting both positions as we're starting to challenge Stinty once again into the hairpin. Have a look to the inside, just force Stinty to run a little bit wide, compromising their run as they run once again running a little bit deep into this right-hander. Quite a few little mistakes here from Stinty, and ultimately that's allowing us to stay that little bit closer, put on a little bit more pressure, as we know we're quick here up to the corkscrew, so maybe this lap will be the chance. You can see the car behind starting to close in again though. Stinty is just going to hold us up slightly into this left-hander, turn in slightly, or they hit the anti-cut again. This time it bounces us out wide onto the dust, and that's going to lose us a position to the purple car. Obviously we won't have the run from there to make anything into the corkscrew this lap. But as we head through the final couple of corners, will we maybe get a final opportunity? The purple car's out a little bit wide, but you can see still carrying more speed than us through there, just showing the lack of grip we have. Yun seems to be a bit too far back to make any moves, so it looks like it's going to be P10 for us this race. So they're side by side in front through the final corner. Ultimately they're going to get a good enough exit to hold on to those positions. So it'll be a P9 in the first race, a P10 in the second race for us this week. a lot of defending as we struggled for pace, but we certainly we did much better than our pace should have allowed us. That is going to be part 1 for this week. We're going to have the other couple of races for this week coming in a video hopefully tomorrow, but as always, thank you everyone very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Goodbye.